We'll move on to the next question. Question number 48. Which of the following is an enveloped viruses? Okay. So what is the answer? Hepatitis A, C, adeno or reovirus? B and C. B and C are the hepatitis viruses that contains envelope. What is an envelope? What envelope viruses are? Where do they derive their envelope from? They derive it from the host cell membrane. The viruses do not have their own envelope. They derive it from the host cell membrane. Its nuclear part is its own, but the envelope part is derived from the host cell. So hepatitis B and C is enveloped viruses, and rest other hepatitis are non-enveloped. Okay. Apart from this Rio and adenoviruses, there is this category of viruses that you can see, which are enveloped and non-enveloped. So in enveloped, you mainly need to know hepatitis B, herpes virus. This pen is not working. Okay, never mind. In enveloped viruses, hepatitis C, B, and herpes viruses. 3 viruses mainly you need to remember: herpes virus, hepatitis B, and C. These are enveloped viruses. Okay, hepatitis B, C, and herpes virus. And in non-enveloped, it is parvo, adeno, reovirus, and hepatitis A and E. Hepatitis A and E, and along with that, parvovirus, adenovirus, and reoviruses. Okay. So the envelope over here is lipid-containing membrane. It surrounds the virus particles, and it is derived from the host. Now, question number 49. A woman presented with fever and retroorbital pain for 2 days. NS1 antigen test was positive. Which of the following is true regarding the structure of the causative agent? So the causative agent over here we know is which virus? Dengue virus. Okay. Dengue virus is there. Aedes aegypti. Okay. Mosquito Aedes aegypti transmits it. So basically this is a what type of virus? It is an enveloped or it is non-enveloped type of virus? It is an enveloped virus. Okay. So what is the difference between enveloped and non-enveloped viruses? Though enveloped viruses hote, the envelope is made up of lipid. Okay, the lipid content is there in the envelope. So the envelope viruses are ether sensitive. Okay, ether will dissolve the envelope. So that is why the envelope viruses are ether sensitive. Okay, they are heat labile. Okay, ऐसे याद रखो, they are envelope viruses made of lipids. So the things that act on the lipid, they will affect it and they will be sensitive to those. So it's ether sensitive, it is heat labile. Okay, if it gets damaged, so it's pleomorphic. Okay, then it's susceptible to bile salts. Bile salts के लिए हमेशा lipid susceptible होता है. Lipids, they always react with the bile salts. So you remember the enveloped viruses की classification. Okay, the properties of the enveloped viruses. So enveloped viruses have a lipid envelope. They are sensitive to what? They are sensitive to, and difference between enveloped and non-enveloped viruses. सुना ही नहीं किसी ने. They are sensitive to ether, then they are heat susceptible, heat labile, then they are pleomorphic, and then the non-pleomorphic. ठीक है, तो this is the difference between enveloped and non-enveloped viruses. I think we are coming to the last question. Bile salts, which one is susceptible to bile salts? The enveloped viruses. Okay. So the question over here, we need to know that dengue virus is what type? It is enveloped type of virus. So first option, heat resistant, wrong. It is heat sensitive. Heat stable, it is wrong. It is resistant to bile salts, it is wrong. Lipid is of host cell origin, this is true. Okay. Last question, which of the following viruses has a single stranded DNA? So viruses, they basically have single type of nucleic acid. Either they will have DNA or they will have RNA. Either they'll be single stranded or they'll be double stranded. Okay, so all the DNA viruses are double stranded basically, except there are exceptions, except parvovirus. Parvovirus has got a single stranded DNA. Okay, all the DNA viruses have got a double stranded DNA except parvovirus that has got a single stranded DNA. And in RNA viruses, all the RNA viruses have got single stranded RNA except a few like retroviruses. Retroviruses have got 2 strands of RNA. ठीक है, तो 2 लाइन्स याद करनी है. All the DNA viruses consist of double stranded RNA except parvovirus that consists of single stranded DNA, and all the RNA viruses have got single stranded RNA except retroviruses that have got double stranded RNA. Okay, so the answer over here, which of the following virus has single stranded DNA, is parvovirus. Okay, so this finishes with your microbiology discussion. I hope it has been of some use to you guys. We could have discussed more and more, but then I don't think time permits, and you guys have many more other subjects to read and go through that. So if you have any queries, if you have any questions, you can always contact. I will help you in solving out those problems. Okay, thank you so much.